Here we go. We live.
Live.
Hello, 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 everybody.
How are y'all today on this Tuesday at 4 o'clock, Alabama time,
Alabama time.
September the 17th? Here we are. First live since the big meet and greet.
Since last Tuesday, I reckon, wasn't it?
Yeah, last Tuesday, a whole 7 days ago.
Didn't have a live on Saturday because of the event, the Great Fall Garden Festival.
That's right.
I got it right.
You got it right.
I got it right.
Good your words, man.
That's right. And we had lots of fun.
We did.
We had lots and lots of fun. We had, oh gosh, people from all over the place.
All over the place.
All over the country.
I tell you, what I'm most amazed about these meet and greets is it's not so many people from close. It's more widespread. Do you feel the same way?
Yeah, I think so.
And it's probably the fact that the people that are close have been before.
I guess so. I don't know.
But I mean, there was a bundle of y'all that were from a long way away.
It was, and we cannot thank you guys enough.
Yes.
I mean, enough for traveling and coming to meet us and hug our necks.
And it doesn't matter where you came from. If you were able to meet us and come to the event, we appreciate each and every one of you.
That's right.
3 miles or 3,000.
That's right. We had a good time. We had a good time. I tell you, it was a fairly decent crowd that morning, and then a gully washer came down. I'm talking about, it was a gully washer. Y'all probably saw Ryan the Roaster's reel. If you didn't go check it out, I mean, it come down, and it lasted probably 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes.
Oh, Jason, it was longer than that because we went and ate lunch, and it rained the entire time we ate lunch, and probably 45 minutes before that.
That's true.
So a little over an hour's worth of heavy, heavy rain, and then it kind of sprinkled for a bit after that.
Yep.
But you know, it could have been a lot worse. Rain-wise.
Yes.
The forecast, let's see, Friday was 85% chance of heavy rain.
And here's the thing. It depends. I had three weather apps. And I went over to the Weather Channel and looked. And everybody had a totally different percentage. And it was crazy. It was slap crazy. All I can figure is that when Francine come up through there, it just threw everything off, and they really didn't have a clue.
Well, you know, Friday was our setup day, supposedly. The day before the meet and greet, we always try to get our tent set up, not just us, but all the fellow YouTubers or whoever's there.
Right.
Get your tent set up so you don't have to do it the day of the event. So Friday was supposed to be our setup day, and it was like 75% chance of rain during the day and 100 that night. So we knew if we set up our tent on Friday, the potential for the heavy rain that was supposed to come in and actually did come in during the night, Friday night, would have just taken our tent away. So we waited till Saturday morning, and I'm so glad we did because we probably wouldn't have had a tent. Wasn't it like 2 inches overnight? It was
2 inches overnight here.
Friday night.
I don't know what it was up there. It could have been 6 inches in Jemison.
It was a lot of rain here, and not a good night before the event because when we woke up, it was still pouring. We had to go feed animals, of course, take care of everything before we left, and needless to say, some of them had to wait because they're not going to stand in the rain and eat. And I'm talking about Mildred and Moody. Yes, they're cows, but they are rotten cows. They are not going to stand in the rain and eat. I went out and tried to feed them, and they wouldn't come out from under the Moo Mansion. So I said, okay, suit yourself. I eat when it's raining. I don't know why y'all aren't. But they didn't come out, so they waited till later. And Mo and Joe, they wouldn't come out of their shelter either. So
yeah, I knew they weren't gonna come out. But after it rained and lunch, it really it slowed way down.
It did. Yeah. I think everybody had in their mind that it was gonna rain.
Yeah.
And they wanted to get there early, you know, do their business at the nursery, and get out before it came a downpour. And it did.
It did.
It did.
It certainly did. But regardless, we had a great time. Had I mean, it was so much fun. It's always so humbling, and I stress that so much when we meet you guys. I mean, it is. I sometimes I almost lose it. I tear it, but I hold it in.
Well, I tell you, the
And
ride home from every event that we've ever been to,
yeah,
Jason and I's conversation goes like this: we are flabbergasted.
hmm
I mean, we just can't believe the love that you guys have for two normal folks that just are doing the best they can.
yep,
And y'all like watching it.
yep,
So and we had so many people that met us that told us that's the reason they follow us, because they feel like we're their neighbors or we're their cousin or we're their friend. And if we ever get out from feeling that way, then we don't need to be doing what we're doing.
that's right. And the touching stories, that's the ones that get me. There's a lot of people have a lot of stories that just touch our heart so much. And again, we can't thank you guys enough. But it was fun.
Well, I want to share one quick story.
Okay.
And I'm not stepping on your toes.
Sure.
But there was a lady from Montgomery, Alabama, that came a couple of years ago, and she stood back, watched the line, and was too scared to come talk to us. So last year she came and she was nervous as could be. She
Yep.
stood in the line and her anxiety got the best of her, but she wasn't going to let that anxiety win. And so she stood in line. And when she got to us, she was literally shaking.
Bless her heart.
And she told us that she was so scared to come meet us. So we immediately did everything in our power to make her feel as comfortable as she could, because that's not a good feeling to have.
Right.
Feeling nervous, and we're nobody for you to feel nervous about, ever, ever, ever. Well, this time she came to the event. And let me tell y'all,
she's not nervous anymore.
we ran up to each other and hugged each other because she felt so different this year than she did the last 2 years.
She showed us her rabbit, her
pet rabbit.
Her pet rabbit on her phone, all of her pictures on her phone of her babies.
And we just carried on the best conversation, and there was not the first mention of her being nervous.
I did have the best compliment though.
What's that?
I had a young lady that said that this was better than meeting Brad Pitt.
Oh, I remember that. I remember her saying that.
Oh goodness, I laughed and I laughed.
That was the ultimate comment.
And I had another thing that tickled me, and I'm still laughing about it now. And I posted, but I still got to share it again because
this fella, he was clever.
And they come to the events, him and his wife.
Last year they had he had a shirt on that said something about y'all.
I think it was y'all be good.
It was a funny saying. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, his wife can make little shirts.
But he outdid himself this year.
Y'all, if you missed it, this right here.
You're going to have to show you and him and then zoom in on his shirt.
I bet I laughed and laughed and laughed at Topper's brother here. Oh my gracious. If you missed this shirt, it is Topper's brother from another mother.
Look at his beard.
And you can see his beard. It's down to right there.
It kind of blends in with the shirt.
Oh my goodness. But oh boy, did I get tickled about that.
And they did too. They got tickled because we were laughing so hard.
Oh man, that got me. That one got me. That was good. That was really good.
That was very clever.
So clever.
Very clever. I told him as long as he didn't turn into Joe, then he was doing good. As long as he's Topper's brother, he's okay. But when he becomes Joe's brother, he better look out. So I got something in my pocket, and Jason doesn't even know what it is.
What's this?
But it's something else that I thought was very, very kind and very thoughtful.
Uh-huh.
So Ryan and Rachel were there, as well as Mr. Roy and Kennedy. And Ryan was selling coffee. Rachel was selling, of course, honey and freeze-dried candy. And at the end of the day, we had a cash box. So at the end of the day, we brought the cash box home with us. And I got the cash box out of the car, came in the kitchen, opened it up to find, are y'all ready for this?
Somebody paid for their merchandise or honey or coffee, whatever they bought, in $2 bills.
All $2 bills.
How awesome is that?
And I could not help but smile.
Goodness gracious, y'all are the best.
Yes, 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 yes. I mean, the event was over. We were home. Of course, we were tired and we were still smiling.
Yep.
Still smiling.
Oh, me.
So
Yeah,
thank y'all.
that
Thank
was-
y'all for what you do.
Yes, amen to that. Yeah, the $2 bills was the first. That one really got me too. And also, I'm already starting to see people say that they got to see or meet the man, the myth, the legend.
And I don't know if he's on here or not because I haven't seen him.
I haven't seen him, but
So Miss Clara, if you're
Michael Key.
watching, this is your son,
Mr.
Michael Key.
Mr. Michael Key, right there in the teal. Is that teal?
Aqua.
Aqua.
Colored shirt with Ryan the roaster and then Jason in the middle.
Yep, there he is. He says he's on
There
there.
he is. Okay.
Oh, Mike. So a lot of people got to meet Michael Key because he came.
I saw a whole lot of comments about they were beginning to think this Michael kid, I'm going to call him a kid. Michael Kid was just a made up thing.
Oh, man.
But he isn't made up. He and his wife came and we certainly appreciate them. I don't think they came to see us. I think they came to see Ryan, but we're going to act like they came to see us.
That's right. That's right. Ryan had a good time too.
He did. And we
Ryan
appreciate
did.
those guys. I mean, more than
It was great. Rachel and Roy, they were there. We had 3 tents set up. We had us a big spread out there. Rachel and Roy brought a bead
You've got
display.
it. Show it to them.
A bead display.
Because some people may not have seen that.
And
Mr. Roy built this display, and it's made to look like a honeycomb. So it's a honeycomb looking. Did you feel that way? That it looked like honeycomb?
Yeah. It was meant to look like a honeycomb. I'll
Okay.
show you the bigger picture. All right, this is the big picture of it right here, and in the center is a actual
Plexiglass frame of
bees. They're walking around. They had the queen marked.
Can you see the queen in that picture?
Not in this picture, I don't think.
She was marked with the green mark, and everybody that came by got to look at those bees and try to find the queen. Of course, with her being marked, it wasn't that hard, but it was a two-sided thing, so it was on a swivel, so you could turn it around. If you didn't see the queen on this side, you could turn it around. You could watch the bees work, and it was very, very good that that they brought that.
It was
so
awesome.
People could see bees in an actual hive.
It was really, 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 really awesome. It got a lot of attention.
It did.
It really did.
And Rachel and Roy are both excellent teachers. So anytime we're around them, we learn something.
Yeah.
And they're not the type of person that's closed-minded. I don't think they realize their wealth of information. They are very humble.
Yes.
And just appreciate learning something new.
Mm-hmm.
So we're fortunate to have that type of person, Ryan included.
Yep.
And this and that. I mean, this and that vinyl, they weren't there. We did not bring a lot of merch with us because we simply didn't know what to bring. And we'd had to have another tent. And I don't think we had any more space.
And the rain was crazy. We did have our straw hats there, though.
We had our straw hats. That was a last minute thing.
And a lot of people enjoyed the straw hats.
Yes. The shipping is a little bit more than what we would like it to be, but it's actual cost of the shipping on the straw hats. So we brought some with us to try to help people that wanted one but didn't want to pay that.
Right.
We can't control the shipping cost.
No, we can't control the shipping cost. We cannot control it. But it was so much fun. So much fun. Even the night before, we always have a dinner with all the YouTube channels and the vendors. And I finally got to meet my buddy Destin, the Texas garden guy.
Yes.
I was so happy
Hence
to
the
meet
hat.
him. Yep, I got his new hat on. I like this camo. I like the old camo's coming back, y'all. This is in style. The old camos is back in style. You know, it always makes a circle.
Yep.
Notice
you're
that?
right.
Always come
Like
back.
we talked about Browning jackets.
Browning jackets and bell bottom jeans. The old camo's back. And
Parachute pants.
But it was nice to meet Destin, and he brought me some cool plants. I can't wait to plant them this fall.
Oh man, one of them was something that I have. There's a lot of plants I had never heard of.
Yeah.
But this particular thing I have heard of in one particular color, and that was red.
Mm-hmm.
Our nursery lady that mentored Jason and myself from the time we were
Early 20s.
we were both plant crazy when we were in our early 20s
Yep.
because we wanted our yard to be pretty and beautiful. While all of our other friends could care less, we had a lady named Deb Moore,
Mm-hmm.
who has since passed away. She lived in Plantersville, Alabama, and Miss Deb was the best gardener that we could ever have dreamed of.
Yep.
She had a little small nursery. Her plants were to where we could afford them. Of course, as two poor, kids getting going,
Yeah.
it didn't take much. We might not could have afforded but a couple of azaleas, but her prices were very affordable. And she helped us grow our love of plants and continue to this day.
Mm-hmm.
So where was I going with that?
We were talking about the plant Destin gave us, and
yeah.
so the plant he gave us was a Turk's cap, but we've always seen red Turk's cap. That's the only color I've ever seen is a red one.
Miss Deb always called it Big Mama.
Yep.
Big Mama. You know how plants kind of get a slang term and then they get their nursery term?
Yep.
Well, we learned Miss Deb's terminology.
What's the Big Mama?
What's the Big Mama?
Well, upon talking to Jason and Destin, and then in Jason, he said, Jason from Petals from the Past, the owner of Petals from the Past, he said the pink one, I think, was called Big Bertha.
Big Bertha.
Yes. And so Destin gifted us 2 pink Turk's cap, and it's a beautiful plant. You'd have to look it up.
Do they have it at Petals from the Past?
I want to say he might, but I'm not 100% certain of that. But y'all, it is one of the best plants. I don't know what zones they grow in. They typically do kind of die back here in the winter.
Yeah.
And come back, but they get huge, just huge. And they'll have these pink spiral flowers, but Destin said these one open up.
Red spiral flowers.
The pink one don't. The pink one's got pink flowers on it. That's why it's called a pink Turk's cap.
I thought you were talking about the red one. The red one will open up more so.
Yeah.
The pink stays kind of closed.
But they're really big, and it is one of the biggest pollinator attractors there is, and hummingbirds will go nuts over a Turk's cap. And then I learned, Jason says they also have a white one too. So you have white, pink, and red.
Well, we need to start a Big Mama farm. Just don't call me Big Mama yet. I'm going to be there one day.
Or
but
Big
not
Bertha.
Yet.
Don't call you Big Bertha either.
Well, not Big Bertha, not Big Mama, not Big anything. Not yet.
Oh, man.
One day when I'm a grandma, that'll be my name.
So.
It can be Big Brooke then. Big Brooke.
So I can't wait to plant the pink Turk's cap this year.
And he said it's so easy to take cuttings off of.
Oh, it's really easy to take cuttings off of. And as a matter of fact, who did I say I was going to give one to? I can't remember now.
Well, Catherine's on here, so you better go ahead and tell her you're going to give her one.
Catherine, I'm going to give you one. But mine's got to get established first.
Yes, yes.
But the hummingbirds absolutely go crazy over a Turk's cap. And it's TURKS.
Turk's cap.
CAP. So if you look that up, you can see what they look like. And it's crazy how fast they grow, but they get huge.
Yeah,
huge,
ours
huge.
At our old farm, the one that I remember the most was planted out behind Mama's house, and there was a little split rail fence. Is what we call it. And this Turk's cap, Big Mama version, being red blooms, was planted in the ground. So every year at the end of the season, we'd forget about it pretty much because it would die back. But then the next spring, it showed its face again. And every year, y'all, it got bigger and bigger and bigger. That's the pink one.
That's the pink one. That's the pink blooms.
It amazes me how those blooms stay tight, whereas the red ones open up and make just almost a platform for a hummingbird to land on.
Yeah, they're amazing. Beautiful, beautiful plants. Old fashioned. They were around when our grandparents and great grandparents and all that. There's the old fashioned plant. As a matter of fact, you can see some old home sites around here. And a lot of times I've never seen the pink one, always red. And you'll see a red one. at the old home sites around here.
That's right. So now we're on a mission to get a white one.
I got to get a white one and a red one.
Well, we can get a red one from Petals. We know that.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the red ones I have even seen at some of the big box stores before.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
So don't think you won't find it, or that you have to go to a specialty store to get one. It's and you need to check on the zone too, because while it grows,
I don't know what zones they are.
We often forget about that kind of thing.
I really don't know what zones they are, but the pink one is a Texas native. Someone said.
Pink one, is it? Okay, well that's hence the Texas garden guy.
Yep. Oh, Destin, if you don't follow Destin and you like gardening, especially container gardening, because Destin has a little bitty backyard and his backyard is unbelievable. He's got so many raised beds and containers and all. It's just unreal. So y'all go check him out. The Texas garden guy. Love that dude. It was so nice to meet him and hang out with him while he
drove
here.
a long way.
He did.
And stayed multiple days to make sure that he got everything set up. And
zone 7 through 10.
7 through 10. Okay, so it's pretty southern.
Yep.
I say that. There's probably some West Coast zones that are 7, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. Speaking of zones, we saw our friends Black Tropical.
Yes, Black's Tropical.
And they live in Savannah, Georgia. And I had no idea Savannah, Georgia, which is a good bit north of us, is zone 9.
Y'all, and that's another one. If you like gardening, and you want somebody new to follow, go to Black's Tropical. They are on all platforms, and Sherry and Bobby are wonderful people that have I was flabbergasted when I found out that they live on 1 acre.
Yeah, they live on 1 acre. They got a small farm as well, and they grow some crazy stuff.
They do. They grow some crazy
stuff. Hence the name tropical, because they grow a lot of tropical plants, and it is crazy. They grow some weird and crazy things over there.
Yes, some of the things that I have never laid my eyes on, and then here they are growing them with success. So it's pretty amazing. If y'all don't follow Sherry and Bobby, go on over there and give them a follow. There's so many people that we need to give shout outs to, but somebody's going to get left behind, and we apologize.
Yeah, we do apologize for that. I do want to thank Allison and Alan, who always help us, and they volunteered to help us every year. Did
you bring the beans? It had our logo on it.
Okay.
It's
I'll go get them.
Well, no, don't leave me. Don't leave me hanging. I don't have Instagram, but can you pull up her Instagram?
Yeah,
that's her biggest platform. And y'all, Allison is a wonderful gardener.
I'm gonna tell y'all, if you go to her Instagram, if y'all have Instagram, you have to go. There's Hen Made Homestead.
That's why I wanted to show the logo.
And she is one of the best gardeners, and her garden is in the top 3 of most beautiful gardens I've ever seen.
Why don't you find her on Instagram? Because that's the name that I'm sure multiple channels have, or Instagrams have. But they live in Alabama.
They live in Georgia.
No, they were originally from Georgia, and they've moved to Alabama. And Allison and Alan have been so nice to help us out for the past few years. That's her logo. So when you go to Instagram, if you pick this page, you're on the right one. Allison and Alan, we can't thank y'all enough.
Her gardens are unbelievable, y'all. And I mean unbelievable.
I don't know why she chooses to help us and not just set up her own little booth, because
unbelievable, y'all. I'm talking about some of the most beautiful gardens you've ever seen over there. Be sure to check. I mean,
it looks like she has hired help, but
it's crazy.
I think she does everything pretty much herself.
It is just, I could just keep on and on. Her gardens are just immaculate. Gorgeous.
So yesterday, after a long weekend of wow, that's pretty.
Isn't it? It's crazy. Unbelievable.
Long weekend of events for us.
Look at her tomatoes. I'm sorry. I just get hung up on her beautiful garden. It's unreal. Handmade Homestead.
Handmade Homestead.
She only does Instagram.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, I forgot. Okay, so Friday night we had the dinner. Friday, we went over to Pedals from the Past and took our camper. I videoed that and showed that to y'all on Sunday's video. But we spent a lot of time away from the farm. Friday, all day Saturday, and then Sunday we kind of need some time to recover. And Jason had to, of course, record a video for Monday. So yesterday we told Mary Carl, "We'll do whatever you want to do. It's your day. You've been good about this whole weekend, and we want to do whatever you want to do." And guess what she chose to do? Go to the movies.
Go to the movies.
So Beetlejuice it was. But before you tell about the movie,
Mhm.
I didn't go to the movie. I just kind of felt like science fiction's not really my thing. I say that, but yet I love Twister. So go figure.
Twister's really not science fiction.
Yeah, I mean it can happen, but I just have a hard time.
Beetlejuice is kind of silly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
It's
I have
kind
a
of silly.
hard time watching silly things.
Right.
So I decided that while they went to the movies, I would take care of some other things. Well, my first stop was Lowe's.
Mm-hmm.
I had some things that I needed to pick up. Can't remember what it was, but anyway, I was looking for an umbrella on sale, a patio umbrella. Didn't find one. But when I got back in my car, somebody was coming out of the garden center and said, "Oh my goodness, is that the famous Miss Coghill?" And I just laughed and I said, "I don't know about all that, but yes, it's me." And she introduced herself. She said she was Jamie and she was coming to the event Saturday. And she looked at the radar and she changed her mind. So she didn't come and she wanted to meet us both very, very bad. And she was buying some compost, some mushroom compost, because her compost was not successful this past year. She had some weeds in it. And she was very thankful that she didn't have to come to Petals from the Past in the rain to get to meet me. And I just wanted to share that with you guys because it was kind of weird that she wanted to come, didn't come because of the weather, and here we were meeting in the parking lot of Lowe's.
That's awesome.
Thanks to Jamie for
that's so awesome
for speaking because there's a lot of times people don't feel comfortable, and I can promise y'all I'm just a girl next door, and he's the boy next door. So
but yeah, me and Mary Carl watched Beetlejuice, and it's a fun movie. That's just it. It's just fun. It's not going to win any awards, but to me it was a good fun movie. To me, I like the first one better, but everybody's probably going to say that. I don't think I didn't like about it is the in those that I don't want to say this, I'll spoil it. I don't want to spoil it. To me, it had too many bad guys.
Too many bad guys.
And like too many storylines going here.
Well, I'm really glad I didn't go because
it was okay. Don't get me wrong. We enjoyed the movie, loved the movie, but that was the only thing. There's so many people watch it. Y'all may know what I'm talking about. To me, it just had one too many bad guys in it.
I understand.
Yeah.
Well, if I'd have just went for the popcorn. So last time I went to the movies, Twister, I ate the whole bucket by myself, and I really didn't need to do that.
Yeah.
So it worked out. It worked out.
It was so me and Mary Carl went at 2:45 and there was nobody at the movie theater.
Y'all were the only two in there.
We may have been the only two in the whole movie theater, and they got like 10 shows going. I don't know. It wasn't many.
Well,
wasn't many.
She got her school done early
in the
day yesterday, so she could have some playtime, and
that's right.
That's what she wanted to do. So,
and it was fun. It was fun. We had a good time. What I did like about the movie is that they made it look like the original. The special effects looked like the special effects, and I guess the original one was in the 80s. So they didn't update the special effects. So the special effects looked bad, but it was on purpose. They wanted to look, and so I liked that. I thought that was really, really cool with it.
So we always look at how long the movie lasts, and then I get in mind what time I'm supposed to be back to pick them up. And I don't think about it. I just have, I'm going to be back at 5 o'clock to pick you up. And that's what I said. I'm going to be back at 5 o'clock to pick you up. So I left Lowe's and I went to TJ Maxx, and I got knee deep in TJ Maxx, and decided that I was going to go over to the Home Goods, which is, TJ Maxx home store, all in one.
Mm-hmm.
And I did that. And so I'm in there, and I was actually kind of giggling about a lamp that I found that was a peacock. Did I show that to you?
You did.
Found a peacock lamp, and kind of got tickled about that.
Yep.
And about that time, I got a text, and it said, "It's over."
Mm-hmm.
And it was not time yet. It was 15 minutes till. And y'all, if you know me, I don't like to be late. I'm the kind of person that needs to be early.
Yep.
And if I'm not early, it makes me a little bit nervous.
Mm.
So even though it was my husband and my daughter telling me that the movie was over and it was 15 minutes before I was supposed to be there, I just about had to come apart. I said, "Oh goodness!" And that was my last text to them. I exited the store, got
you got
my
there pretty
car.
quick.
I did get there pretty quick because
you didn't have to rush over. We were fine.
Well, it's not that. It's the inside of me that tells me I need to be there. I'm usually sitting in the parking lot waiting on y'all when it's over, but not the most comforting feeling for me.
Somebody asked, why did they remake the movie if they made it just like the other one? It was it's like a second part. Actually, this one's called Beetlejuice.
Don't say it again.
I know, don't say it again. And the original characters are older, and so they're older age.
It's another story.
It's a totally different story. Totally different story. So
the storyline's different.
Storyline's completely different.
And I had not watched the original one since literally it came out. So I think I would have been a little lost.
Yeah, you probably would have been a little lost. Me and Miracle, I watched the original one about a month ago.
So I would have needed to, and when it does come out, who knows, I may sit down because I can decide if I want to watch it or not and change it.
That's right.
But sitting in the movie theater, I probably would have needed another bucket of popcorn.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to go there.
That's right.
Yeah.
I do want to say that we have made a huge change on the website.
Yes.
Big change. It's just something that needed to be done. Had to find the right person, and found the right person, so got it done. That is, from now on, if you have an issue with an order, or got a question about an order, or got a question about merchandise or anything to do with the country store, we have one contact now, and that email address is over on our website, and so it's easy to find. Just go to contacts. It's right there. It was just getting too confusing. We basically had 9 email addresses. We had mine and yours. We had the farm's email address. We had the order email address. Then we had this and that, candles, coffee, candy, and honey.
And us. So if there's a lot of times when we get an email and we intend on responding to it, and maybe it's a draft, maybe we started responding and something happened and we don't get that email sent out. That's bad on our part. And we don't want that to happen. If there's ever an issue and it needs to be, something that needs to be seen about, we want it seen about.
Right.
And if we miss it, that's reflecting bad on us personally, and then us as as whoever, Ryan, he never makes mistakes, we know that, but all the rest of us are human except for him.
Oh goodness.
That's what I feel like sometimes.
Yeah.
He just doesn't make very many mistakes. So
but we do have a full-time customer service person, so if you ever have any questions about an order or anything to do with the country store, just hit that email, and
be certain it gets taken care of.
Because
it's one person and it's one email address.
That's right.
But no need to email that address unless you have a problem with the order.
Right. Or if somebody had a question that we didn't know.
That's right.
And I didn't tell you this, but the little totes.
Yeah.
The one with our logo was not on the website. Just the farm family was.
Oh my gracious.
And they emailed our customer service representative, and he got it handled today.
Well, how about that?
Well, that's how it's supposed to work.
That's how it's supposed to work.
That's how it's supposed to work. And it just, yeah.
We felt it was too confusing for you guys.
It was confusing for us too.
Yeah, but we're looking out for y'all more than we are us.
That's right.
So I can just about guarantee you things are going to get handled in a much more timely fashion because things get lost in the shuffle.
They do. And the email is orders@coghillfarm.com. I think that is something like that. So you'll see it. It's the same email you get when you order something. It's that same email address. So you can respond back to that, and he'll take care of you. Also want to make an announcement too that This and That, who does all of our merchandise, they have purchased a brand new building that's way bigger. They're in a little bitty old building, and actually in 2 locations because the buildings are small. They have purchased a new building that's way bigger, that's going to handle both locations, and they got to move next week.
No, this week.
This week, I'm sorry. And so they're moving all their stuff, all their equipment, everything to another building. So we decided it's best that they not do any shipping this week.
That's right.
So they will start shipping again on Monday.
As a matter of fact, this morning at 7:10, Miss Allison had a question about something, and she called me, which is fine because she said that's when she gets her stuff done, especially since they're moving this week.
Yes.
She needed to reach out to me when she knew that she was at a stopping point.
That's right.
Because that ain't going to happen the rest of the week for them.
That's right.
If you place an order, it's going to be delayed till Monday.
It's going to be Monday. Yep. So just want to let you guys know that, and because there's just no way they could do it all. Just no way.
That get lost in the shuffle. Get lost in the shuffle.
And we don't want that.
We don't want anything to
get
lost.
No. So I gotta mention something about someone and his generosity. Sometimes I think it may go unnoticed.
Okay.
But a dear friend of mine named Lester.
Does he have a last name?
Yes, Morrow.
Lester Morrow.
Okay,
Mr. Morrow.
Mr. Longhorn Lester. So he watched the live a few lives ago and saw that we mentioned that there's a possibility that we may have a hay shortage this year. And that evening, he immediately sent me a text and said that he would bring me.
No, not that he would, that he was.
He was all the way from Texas bringing me hay. He said he thought he could load 10 bales up and bring us 10 bales of hay. And I told him, I said, you do not have to do that. And we've reached out to some people, and it looks like we're going to be fine with hay. But I just wanted y'all to know how generous that man was. And I wanted to tell him thank you.
I tell you, sometimes you as viewers see someone from a different point of view than we do. And I don't think many people see Lester as bad at all. I'm not saying that.
Right.
But I don't think you realize just how genuine and big some people's hearts are. And if he's one of those people that you really feel like you don't know, I can assure you otherwise. And that goes for Jamie too.
That's right.
Those two would give anybody the shirt off their back.
They would.
And we're just so thankful to have them as our friends.
So I told him that we thought we were pretty good. And so a couple of days later, he sent me another text and said, do I have anything to get this hay off this trailer? Oh, but I can't thank him enough. That was just an unbelievable gesture. And I told him, I said, if I need any help, I'll sure give you a holler, buddy.
Do y'all know how long it would take him to get from where he is in Texas to here with a flatbed trailer?
Oh, he already sent me. He showed me a map and mapped it out. He said, I think we'll make sure this is the right address.
I think it showed 9 hours, but I think that it would probably end up being about 18 hours if he's hauling 10 rolls of hay.
There's no telling how long it would take.
And
no telling.
Just unbelievable. And he's not somebody that was just talking out of one side of his mouth. He was actually going to do it.
He was dead serious. Dead serious.
Speaking of hay, So this morning I had to go to a funeral of one of my very good friends. Her father passed away, and this somebody that's been in my life for just about forever. So I went to the funeral service, and it was a little bit south of where Jason and I were living. It was in a little small town called Pleasant Hill, Alabama. First, I want to show y'all something. This town, I don't know what the population of Pleasant Hill is, but it's not very many.
It's not very many.
It's somewhere that just if you blink, you're gonna miss it. And there's an old store in that town that's no longer open. It's actually turned into something else. They had some plants out there for sale. But this caught my eye, being such a small town. They have a mural. And this, do you remember Catherine Mayo?
Yeah.
Catherine made that mural.
Did she?
Catherine Mayo made that mural.
Oh my goodness.
So I just wanted to show y'all that this beautiful work of art that's in that little country town that if you blink, you miss. I took a picture of it because it caught my eye. Her grandmother was sitting in front of me and told me that Catherine made that mural. She lives in California now.
That's right.
So a long way from home, but
she's a professor over there.
Yes. Yeah. That was not what I was going to talk about. On my way home, I had to go by Nina's house. Nina is Piper Ryan's. How do I explain that?
That's her uncle.
Okay. But how is Nina related to? Anyway, Piper's grandmother.
Nina.
Their pastures are on the road that I had to go by. And it was the greenest pasture I have ever seen.
Really?
So I got to a point where I could text Nina because I wanted to know how Mr. Steve got his pasture so green. So I reached out to Nina and I said, Nina, is that perennial ryegrass that y'all have planted? Because your pastures are beautiful. And she said, oh my goodness, Steve is not going to know what to think about you telling him his pastures are so beautiful. Because guess what?
What?
They've only had one hay cutting this year. You know why?
Why? No,
army worms.
Oh no! I saw a few weeks ago the army worms were terrible.
Army worms took over their entire pasture.
Oh no!
So they've had to spray twice. Only cut hay one time, and they cut hay for their whole herd of cattle to last the winter. So this grass that is now under control, and they're hoping to get a very good cutting out of what's left.
I got you.
But she laughed because here I was wanting to know why their pastures look so good, and they haven't had any hay all summer. They haven't been able to cut any because of the army worms.
Army worms are terrible too, and they are fast. They're like those kudzu bugs I had. They're not there 1 minute, and the next minute there's a million of them.
So I need to go back and read what she said because, if I'm not mistaken, she said that they had seen some moths here recently.
Some army worm moths?
Yeah, and okay, so she said, we've had a time this year with our hay fields. Only one partial hay harvest. The army worms have had a good appetite. Twice we've had to spray, and every time we fertilize, those worms come to feast. So you're seeing the results of recovery. Praise the Lord. We may get a harvest this go round. We are seeing moths again.
Oh no!
But hopefully we can save 2 to 3 fields, which is the ones you see from the highway. Oh my goodness! I feel very fortunate to have not been affected by them.
Yeah, I do too.
I've seen pictures of people's fields, and they're just big. Not like this size, but like huge.
Yeah, army worms are bad, and like I said, they are fast too. You blink your eye, and it's just. Whew.
Well, I think that's what happened to Mr. Steve because he's on top of things, and they got it faster than he could control it.
Yeah, army worms are tough. Tough. I saw somebody ask what brand is our brooder, and it is GQF.
GQF.
And that is a local, or it's not local here, but that is a small mom and pop business over in Georgia.
I want to say they may be in Savannah. They're in Georgia. I can't remember what part.
And they do. That's what they're known for, is that brooder. Well, but also their incubators too.
Yeah, I was fixing to say that's the brand of our incubator too, the big cabinet hatchery. Well, hopefully I don't get anything going in there anytime soon, but It's sitting idle right now, waiting on something to hatch.
But GQF, if you Google that, they should come up.
And we have two different ones. One of them has a heater in it, which is called a brooder.
Yep.
And then another one is called a grow out pen.
That's right.
And they're all stackable. You can stack as many as your ceiling will allow to save space. And I'm going to tell y'all, if you hatch chicks and you have to clean out something, such as a tote or a trough, you would do very well by investing in this. It's a simple tray that you pull out to dump the mess. Yeah. Thank you. Dump the mess and make it easy.
Yep.
Make easy.
It's nice.
You can adjust the temperature by just a touch of a button to a certain degree and just drop that temperature each week by 5 degrees until your chicks are no longer on heat.
That's right. So if you hatch out a lot of chicks, it'd probably be worth the investment.
Or don't hatch out a lot of chicks and don't want the mess.
Yeah. GQF.
Yes. They have been very nice to us in the past, and
great folks.
We love their products.
Great folks.
Yes. You're silent.
I know.
We don't sit silent.
We don't sit silent for a long time. I saw something else. I was going to answer another question.
I could tell that you were in deep thought about something, but I didn't know what it was.
I never. So I want to talk about the kids channel. That the kids channel is officially going to start back pretty soon. Brooke's going to help me with the kids channel as well, and we're going to get that going.
Does that mean I get to be Farmer Brooke?
You can.
Oh my goodness! I've got some overalls that I need to wear.
We're gonna get the kids channel back going again. I cannot tell y'all how many emails of mamas that I get and daddies,
or grandparents
about the kids channel and how they love it. They're always just unbelievable and great emails.
We had this little boy that came to visit at the meet and greet. And do you remember how old he was?
18,
his name was Charlie.
18 or 19.
Wasn't his name Charlie?
I think so. I think you're right.
I'm telling you, his name was Charlie.
Yeah.
But y'all, he knew Jason. And he came to the meet and greet to see Jason. Of course, he wasn't able to carry on a conversation, tell him he wanted to go to Jemison to see it. But the smile on his face said it all.
Yes.
He would have let Jason hold him. But of course, we don't feel comfortable saying, let us hold your baby. But he was grinning from ear to ear. He had a pasty in his mouth.
He did.
I call it a pasty. That's a pacifier. Some people may not,
pacifier
in another country or whatever. I may be saying a dirty word. Don't want
Who
that.
knows?
But he spit that pacifier out and it was hanging from his shirt. And he was, all you could see was that big smile on that little boy's face.
Yeah, it's, I get it. The kids being happy and also the
parents feeling comfortable letting you take off.
Yeah, the parent emails I get are just fabulous. And then I get a lot from parents that have special need kids or child, and those are real touching as well. So I'm going to get that. That is a mission. We're going to get that going pretty soon, probably within the next few weeks. We're going to get
and
that
the
going.
Cooler temperatures are definitely going to help y'all. It's hard to do something and get motivated when it's 115 feels like
That's
outside.
Right.
So Jason told me a couple of weeks ago, he said, I need you to help me with the kids channel. And I said, okay, whatever I need to do. He said, I need you to say, Jason, you need to go record a kids video. And sometimes, that's what it takes. It's just a little bit of motivation. It's not that he doesn't want to do it. It's just.
Well, I want to tell you more. It's not that I don't want to do it or anything like that at all. It's just that my mind does it. It just, we do 3 videos, 2 videos, and I'm always thinking of the next video or what we're going to do next, and editing and the store and what's going on with the store. I just need somebody to say, hey, I need you to
motivation.
I just need you to record that video today.
Right.
And I'll go, oh, I forgot.
Yes.
Forgetfulness is my main thing.
And it may be that I can I see your hand? No, the other one. I can hold his hand and I can walk him out there. That's and right. We can, get something going. But Seriously, I mean,
Yeah.
we all have been through it. We know
Mhm.
what it's like, and I'm feeling better.
Yeah, you are feeling better.
If you can't tell, I'm feeling better. So my medicine has been changed. Saturday, a week ago, not this past Saturday, Saturday before last, I started taking Simzia. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but off with the Humira, on to a new medication. And I don't, I talked to a representative on the phone from the company, and they said it could start working in as little as a week.
Right.
And seriously, Saturday was a terrible day for me. I did not do very well at all Saturday. I think it was just
Saturday was rough.
stress and standing. I was standing all day. Sunday, I had to recover from Saturday, but I have been better. I have been better since starting the medicine.
Yes.
So I think that's going to help your motivation a little bit.
Yeah,
and I'll be able to help you.
Well, that was the reason. One of the main reasons that I put the channel on hold was your health. I got where,
and
I
that's why I put that out there.
Yeah,
because
I couldn't handle it all. And we're not going to do one every week. The kids video will not be every week.
It's going to be spontaneous.
Our goal is one a month, but try to get if we can get 2 out, we'll get 2 out.
Yes, and not set a date for it.
Right.
So there's no pressure on either of us. If something happens, it just doesn't get done. But we're going to help each other and try to make that happen.
Yep.
Because Jason, as much as me, I feel like little kids just cling to Jason. I don't know what it is. I mean, not that I don't cling to him, because I do. I mean, he's appealing to me as well.
Oh, goodness.
Little girls and little boys like you, and so does Big Brook. But
me.
yes, when somebody is liked, just say Mr. Rogers.
Yeah.
For an example, of course you wouldn't say this because you're not going to toot your own horn, but when somebody is liked, it shows, and kids like you. So therefore, we need to carry on.
It's probably because I'm just a big old kid. It's all it is.
It's probably
more than likely that's just what it is. I'm just a big old.
I'm not going to try to figure out what it is.
Yep.
Because I like you for some reason, and I just haven't figured out why. I've liked you for a long time now.
Oh, goodness.
So, anyway. But before we go off of here and we get to what's for supper, we got to spoil our supper.
Oh, I forgot.
We got to spoil our supper.
I've been hanging on to these, y'all. Oh, my gracious.
And it's no more hanging on. We got to spoil. This live is called Spoil the Supper.
I want to say this because there may be some people watching that. Anyways, we got a lot of treats given to us while we were. So you had them all piled up and said, we're going to, and I told you, I can't eat all that.
Yeah.
And I mean, my sugar's going to go up. I mean, I'm going to be like,
I had it all packed in this bag. And when Jason told me that, I just hung my lip because I was like, I understand. I did understand. But this is going to be, what did I call it? Spoil the supper.
Spoil the supper.
Spoil the supper. Guess who's going to spoil the supper for us? I'm going to show their logo, I think. I'm going to show their logo so we can, I don't know if you can see it on the thing. This is this person that's going to spoil the supper.
So I got to take my glasses off so I can read.
The bakery at Chestnut Hills Farmstead.
All right. So, and there's no way I can remember what these are. There's no way.
Zoe might have to tell us as we go.
And Nick and Zoe, if you want, I know what one is.
Are they all 4 different?
They're all different.
Are you sure?
Absolutely. Mick told me which each one was.
And you remember. Yeah. Why'd you take your glasses off?
Because I can read. I can't read that. I can't read that.
All right. So, Zoe, if you're watching, you can tell the viewers what this one is. Hold it up.
So they call these, and I hope YouTube, they don't, pucks with a P.
Like a hockey puck.
That's right. Right here. And I know what this one is because I've already cheated.
You know what they call it?
No, I know it. Well, I don't know what the name of this one is.
That's what you need to know. So what's this one, Zoe? Hold it up.
So this one right here. This one, I know what it tastes like because they gave us 3 of them.
Oh, is that the one I had the bite of?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I've eaten 2 of them.
So we don't have to taste this one. We know we like it. We can compare.
Oh, we got to taste it.
Oh.
Okay. We got to taste this one.
We're gonna take a
We
bite
got-
out of all of them.
We
I
gotta
guess.
taste this one now. This one is like the Girl Scout cookie Samoa. Did I say that right?
I don't know.
Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Nick asked me. He came over to the camper and he said, "Do you like the Girl Scout cookie?"
Samoas.
And I said, "Are you kidding me? That's my favorite." So, right off the top, he gave Jason several of these, which have all been consumed by him. By him, I had a bite.
And
Y'all look.
I don't know how they make them because they're just real tight. And I'm telling you, they are absolutely.
Oh, she said what it's called. There we go. What's it called?
Samoa.
No.
I don't know what else to call it.
Oh. Okay. I can't see.
This is my favorite.
That's your favorite.
I ain't eaten none of the other ones yet, though.
Okay. So this is going to be a surprise for us all. Get you a drink of water so you don't, so you clean your palate.
One of them's like a big peanut butter cup.
And
I don't know.
You don't like peanut butter.
I'm guessing this one's Rice Krispies because it's got Rice Krispies on top.
How many do you have? 4?
Got 4. Now, I want to show y'all the Samoa one on the inside is just like a Girl Scout cookie.
Does she use Girl Scout cookies?
No, because they're not available right now.
That's right.
So it's like coconut caramel cookie, aka Samoa Girl Scout cookie. So that's what this one is. And it's like it's got the chocolate outside, and the inside is like you took the Samoa cookie and just smashed it all up and shoved it in there. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell y'all, and this is the truth. Y'all know I like Martha Stewart. I like her cooking. I like her chickens, but Zoe's cooking has got to beat Martha's.
Zoe liked the vanilla one the best. We're gonna get to that one. But I don't know how it's gonna beat that Samoa. So I'm guessing this one's Rice Krispies. Crispy peanut butter ball.
Okay, so that's the peanut butter.
This is the peanut butter.
And Jason's not a peanut butter fan, so
I like peanut butter and jelly and peanut butter and honey. I like Reese cups too, though.
He's a weird one when it comes to that. I need a little bitty bite. Oh goodness, I'm getting nasty. So that's gonna be my favorite.
That's like
paper towel, please.
A giant Reese cup with Rice Krispies in it.
Mary Carl is gonna love that one because she's a Reese cup fan.
Goodness gracious, y'all! All right,
we're spoiling the supper.
We're spoiling, and some people, a lot of people don't like coconut, and I get it. I love coconut.
But that one didn't have coconut in it.
No, but the first one did.
Okay.
I don't know what this one is right here.
I bet that's gonna be like a brownie.
I don't know what this one is.
What do you think?
I'm waiting for her to. Well, I tell you what, we're just gonna bite in and see. A mystery one.
What's the worst thing that could happen?
What's the worst thing?
It could be like one of those candies that you get in the Valentine's candy and have the jelly in there that we don't like.
Samoa, like the country. Samoa. I did it right. Samoa. Got that right then. Wordsmith.
The country's Somalia.
I'm a wordsmith.
Isn't it? Is it like a brownie? Okay, there she goes. Chocolate. Strawberry?
It's got strawberry jam in the middle of it.
Well, I told you I was right on, didn't I? But I didn't like that candy we were talking about.
It's not like that candy at all.
This is good.
That's good. The Samoa is still my favorite.
I like peanut butter.
Peanut butter is a close second, but the Samoa is still on my favorite.
That's good, and it's a good mix with the chocolate.
All right, so this one's supposed to be Nick's favorite right here. Right here.
What is it called?
I'm putting ya in Samoa. There's no Y. Samoa. Samoa. I got it right now.
Yeah. What's this one called? Did we miss it?
Oh, me. Oh, this is the vanilla. Vanilla pound cake and butter cream and vanilla wafer.
Oh my goodness, that sounds delicious.
Oh,
go sit there, bite it.
Hang on. So this is Catherine's favorite too.
Is it?
What she said. You went in for seconds. That must have been pretty good.
I had to get the cake.
Oh. Better than the peanut butter? You're staring at it.
I like it, but I'm a peanut butter fan.
Very vanilla is what it's called. Very vanilla. And
that's very good.
I hope y'all enjoyed my my lesson on how to say Girl Scout cookies properly. All right, here we go.
What you think?
It's good. It is really good. But
to me, it's sweeter than the other ones.
I'm still going after the Samoa.
Let me have a bite of that Samoa.
You still put the Y in it.
Okay, forget it. All right. Now, I can't do too much chocolate, so I really need to come from the middle. But if I do, it's going to be all over the... I don't want to bite it.
Oh, man.
That's my favorite.
Is it?
Yeah.
Better than the peanut butter?
That's my favorite. That is my favorite. When you want Girl Scout cookies and they're not in season, that is the same thing. Isn't it?
It's the same thing.
The only box of variety of Girl Scout cookies that we have ever bought is the... I'm going to say it. Let you say it. No, you say it.
Samoa.
That's the only Girl Scout cookies that I've ever bought. Now, when I was young, which I'm old now, when I was young, I liked Thin Mints, but I graduated to liking the
Samoa.
That's right.
Is that actor's name? The real good looking fella that all the muscles, Aquaman, and his name Jason Samoa. Is that right? Is that right? You know what his name is? I think that's right.
I don't know, but they're all good. They're all good. So, Zoe, if I'm not mistaken, I asked Nick if you could ship these. And I'm not trying to get you in any trouble. But is that the case? Can you ship them? I know that you have a cottage kitchen, but can you ship out of the state of Alabama? Because I know these people are going to want to taste them just like we did. And y'all, you better be prepared because it's good.
I was wrong about the actor's name. I'm not even going to say it. It's got an M, though, not an S.
So
Momoa. Is that right?
Huh?
Jason Momoa? Is that how you say his name?
It's with an M and not a S?
It's an M, not an S.
You were a long way off then.
I was close. You think a rhyme. If you were writing a poem.
What'd she say? She said something.
Yes, she can.
She can. All right, y'all.
Momoa. You could do Momoa and Samoa. You could make those rhymes some kind of way if you're writing a poem.
So we went from tasting to rhyming.
Writing poetry. Jason Momoa likes Girl Scout Samoa.
Okay.
That sounds good.
Well, maybe he'll order some from Zoe. And we can find out for sure that he does or doesn't. So we can't let that ruin our supper, though, right?
What's for supper, Brooke?
What's for supper?
What's for supper?
Drum roll, please. I'm going to tell y'all, first off, I'm very jealous. Because there's a friend down the road that's having fried chicken.
Yeah?
She's cooking it in cast iron. Can you guess who that might be?
Is she cooking it or is Tony cooking?
She's cooking because Tony requested it.
Oh, okay.
So Catherine's cooking fried chicken, and I felt like I was doing really good until she told me that. Because I made a big pot of taco soup. Since it's Taco Tuesday, we're going to turn that taco into soup. And I bought you some tortilla chips.
Oh, okay.
If you want to dip the chips in there. Some cilantro on top. And I've got my freeze-dried avocados that I'm going to reconstitute and use those for mine.
Hey.
You can have some too if you want them.
Speaking of cilantro, my cilantro about that tall.
Is that right?
In the greenhouse, I'm gonna get it planted
So I
soon.
won't have to buy cilantro much longer. We're gonna freeze dry cilantro.
We might go
eventually.
over to Roxana's house. So
What's she having?
she having filet mignons and baked potatoes.
Oh my goodness, that sounds delicious. That sounds delicious.
Chili.
It's there was a little touch of fall in the air
It
over the
was.
weekend,
It
and it
was.
made me add stuff for taco soup to the shopping list. Before we go off,
Yeah.
I think I told y'all I do the grocery pickup thing, but I think they don't like Dee Dee. I told y'all once before that Dee Dee's dog food got left out. I buy the refrigerated dog food for Dee Dee.
Yeah.
It's soft because she's sitting right here. That's why I keep looking over here. And they've left it out of my order twice. So I think they want Dee Dee to have taco soup.
And Dee Dee might have taco soup.
She can eat taco soup.
Miss Phyllis, I hope you get over your COVID.
Yes.
Soon.
Goodness gracious.
Get over that mess.
Ain't that the truth?
Salisbury steak.
So
What's Zoe's website? I think you just go to Chestnut Hills.
I think they got a website, but you could probably message her on Facebook if you have Facebook.
Or just Google Chestnut Hill Farmstead. It should come up. Pot roast. Chicken enchiladas. Oh, chicken enchilada casserole. Taco salad. Corned beef. I like corned beef hash. You like corned beef hash?
I do. Okay, they do have a website, and you could email them through their website. Chestnut Hills Farmstead.
Chestnut Hills Farmstead.
Oh, look, Shop the Bakery.
Oh, there it is.
She's got it on her website.
Shop the Bakery.
And I tell y'all, she's got it going on.
There they are.
Look, cake pucks, Puck.
There they are. There y'all go.
And cookie sandwiches.
Barbecue
cheese
chicken
crackers.
Thighs. Barbecue chicken thighs.
Here I am looking at dessert. Okay, do you think you can wait till after dinner to eat the rest of those?
Lord, no, I couldn't eat all of them tonight.
Well,
I'd be up all night.
You think?
Yes, goodness. I might be sugared out. I might be. I don't know though. They're delicious. I mean, that's like probably eating like a whole one of me bites I had.
I feel like I did.
Jambalaya. Beef pot pie. You know, I've heard of chicken pot pie.
You've heard of it.
Yeah, and you make chicken pot pie. I know it's one of my favorites. But I guess you could do the same thing, just swap it with beef, be the same thing. I never heard of that.
What if they use ground beef or what?
I don't know. Zuppa. Chicken and dressing. Oh, I love chicken and dressing.
I think you love everything. You must be hungry.
Pretty much. Pizza and wings with potato wedges. We had pizza
Sunday night.
Yeah, and I ate it for lunch.
Sunday night because I was a little too tired to cook.
That's right. That's right. I like thin and crispy pizza. What do you guys? That's what I like.
I like the big fat pan.
Brooke likes the real thick crust. I like mine thin and crispy.
Well, y'all, I feel like Jason and me are a little bit weird because they pull the crust off their pizza.
If it's thick, I do.
I know, and I'm enjoying the crust.
If it's thin and crispy, I eat all the crust.
What did Zoe said?
I'll bring Brooke. It's gone. It's too fast.
Oh goodness.
Thin and crispy.
Thin and crispy.
I think I've had somebody say deep dish. That's something we don't have offered pretty much around here. That's something that's a regional thing. But I don't think I've ever had a deep dish pizza myself. I don't like mine to have the flop. I like it where you can just like this. Got crunch to it. That's what I like.
You like a flatbread.
I do. I like mine like that.
And see, not me. I need that bread.
Chicago does the deep dish, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's right.
Okay.
Thin and crispy. Thin and crispy.
We're not going to take you for anything you say, Jason. All right. Well, you ready to go eat?
Yeah, I'm ready.
He's going to sit here all night and read all y'all's supper items. But we got to go. We got to go eat. We will plan to be back here on Saturday morning and resume our normal scheduled broadcast.
Right.
Isn't that what they say on the TV shows?
That's what they say.
They will resume their regular scheduled broadcast. And of course, video tomorrow. And
y'all, the video tomorrow is a good one. If
And
you want to laugh and have fun, tomorrow's video is a good one.
so much so that I got back from the funeral that I had to go to, and I asked Jason what the video was about. He said, "Oh, it's good.
It's good.
Oh, it's good."
It's fun.
So stay
Get
tuned.
ready. Get ready to have fun tomorrow.
Get ready to have fun.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm getting ready to eat, Jason.
Let's go eat.
Let's
Y'all
go
have
eat.
a wonderful evening and a wonderful supper, and y'all be good.